All right, with this WESH 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. We are now over the hump, 2 days to go to your weekend has moved on in, and you get outside to enjoy some outdoor activities. We have a ton of outdoor events going on this weekend, and we will also likely have a little bit of rain this weekend. But before we get to all of that, we've got a launch tonight, just after midnight tonight, and again, it's the Crew 6. This is a big one. Wanted to kind of show everybody what we are looking at there. So that's the trajectory of the flight for this evening. You can see there's a very large storm system up there east of Canada, and we're going to be watching that. So the forecast looks like this right now. 95% go. The one thing we'll have to watch though, the one concern, the flight through precipitation, and again a little bit of a booster recovery issue potentially there. The sea's a little bit rough. I'll break that down. But when you look at the launch trajectory here, this is what it looks like. We're going to go from Cape Canaveral off the coast of the Carolinas. First stage booster returns, landing on the Just Read the Instructions ship or barge, whatever you want to call it. And then from there, it heads up towards the northern Atlantic. And sometimes you can get some big winter gales up there. And speaking of which, we'll have to watch that because we have, in fact, one of those right now. There's Greenland. There's Reykjavik, Iceland. Big storm system just to the west of Scotland, Ireland, and London. And underneath that big storm, we have some fairly significant wave action. Waves 25, 35 feet there. So again, a concern, potentially. We'll have to weigh things here as we go deeper into the night. But locally, we're in great shape. It's what's going on the ascent that if there were going to be an issue, is there going to be anything out there for any sort of rescue or anything like that? And that would be one of the things we have to watch. But as of now, weather is green for go. Weather is green for go. There's a look at the other big developing story. We've got a severe weather outbreak just now beginning through Arkansas, Texas, northern Louisiana, Tennessee, northern Mississippi. This is just phase one because out here, once this little piece of energy rounds the turn and heads this way, I think we're going to have an even more significant severe weather outbreak beginning tomorrow and then on into Friday north of central Florida. And one of the things we like to look at is helicity and shear. And when you have that, you can sometimes get some developing severe or tornadic thunderstorms. And that right there is what is ongoing right now. The orange is the elevated risk for developing rotating thunderstorms, and that appears to be underway now through Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and southwestern portions there of Kentucky. So we'll continue to watch that risk up north. That is going to stay north of us. We are not worried about that. Carmela Ortiz, Granny Reese is in West Columbia, South Carolina. Good to have you here tonight with us. We are in good shape here tonight. A beautiful night. It's dry, it's comfortable, it's pleasant. Thomas Perry is headed my way. The storm is headed my way, he says, up there in Tennessee. Yep. Busy weather night for sure. Chris? Yep, absolutely. Not so much here, but definitely north and west of town. Let's take a look now at the current temperatures, and you will see that we have some warm readings tonight here across the central Florida peninsula. So there you go. That is one of the things that we will be watching here as we go forward in time. So there you go, right there. 78 Sanford, warm evening right now. Winds are fairly light for the most part, which is good. Visibilities right now are in good shape, but we think that that's going to change later on tonight. Hello, Cheryl from Terry. We facing a drought? John Phillips, we do need some rain, and when we get to the extended forecast, you'll see that there is a little bit. Just wish there could be more. A fog tracker here shows that visibility start coming down, could be near zero visibility in portions of Sumter and Marion counties there. And then by the time we get to about 10 o'clock, that fog should begin to burn off. So again, something that we'll be watching on the fog tracker again for you tonight at 10 o'clock on the CW18. Good evening to you, Debbie and Linda and Mary Richard and Chris Pierce. Gotta have a yawn. Gotta have a yawn. You guys know the drill. A yawn is a good thing. Let's yawn away. Yawny, yawny, yawn. So there we go, right there. All right. Sounds like he needs. Oh, you throw me some coffee. I'll drink it. I'm loving the warm weather. Says Lori. Lori, a pleasure to have you in here. All right, so now let's get into the details of the forecast, beginning with overnight tonight and tomorrow. Upper 50s, low 60s, pretty much area-wide. We take a look now at the futurecast here for Thursday and Friday. Look at all the red hours. Breezy southwest winds. We warm up, we heat up, we break some records, we tie some records. Tony's cannolis. That's right. Tony's cannolis. Or Tony's Tigers. They're in the house. All right, there we go. Little feature there on Friday into Texas. Thursday and Friday, there's your severe weather outbreak. That should push the ridge a little bit more towards the south, at least briefly, before it tries to build back next week. Disney Springs was beautiful. Tony needs some. Oh, yes, Cheryl, you know it. Melissa, you're on too, she says. Wanda Hamilton, Robert DeBrucki. Oh, donuts and coffee. Yums. Donuts and coffee. Yums. There we go. There we have it. All right. Are we going to have any cold weather? So we might get a little bit cooler, but I think our Christmas-esque type of cold weather is definitely over with for us. Look at these temps now. Check this out. Here's what I got for you. 85 in Ocala. 87 in Bithlo. You received it. Oh, you did, Chris. Look at that. So you got the notifications turned on. Loving that. Wildwood 86. Cannoli. Here, Cannoli. Come here, Cannoli. Here's a look at your forecast versus records. Thursday, Leesburg can break another record high. You're all making me hungry, says Melissa. It is my yawn time. You are correct. Brittany Fischetti. Yeah, you know, it's never too early to start thinking about hurricane season, getting everybody prepared and ready. All the long-range forecasts start coming out about now in April and May. So there you go. This is a normal. We should. Terry Suzanne Lewis, what is a normal? Linda Crook. Are you talking about the warm weather? You are indeed correct about that. It is definitely a wee bit above the norm. I used to, but I haven't gotten. I used to. Oh, well, I'm glad you got it tonight, Phil. Linda Rush. Good evening, Tony from Malabar. Are you going to head down to the Grant Seafood Festival this weekend, Linda? Tina O. Terry. Yes, warm weather. Yep. You're right. You're right, Terry Suzanne Lewis. There's a peek at the pollen. A lot of you complaining about that, and rightfully so. High. And if you are at the Arnold Palmer Invitational tomorrow, it is going to be warm. You will be dealing with some of that pollen. So have your medicines ready to go. Odalis Ramos has entered the building here with us tonight. There we go. Love seeing that. So there it is. Right there. 62, 82, and then 88 degrees. 88. That is a warm afternoon. Now the fire danger index is starting to creep up here, folks. So that's one of the things that we're going to be watching. What's the weekend like in Ormond and DeLand? Jessica, we'll have some showers around on Saturday. Sunday, I think you're going to be okay, but south and west of you, that front may linger, giving us the opportunity for even more rain. And I'm going to break that down, Jesse J, Jesse Jr., Jesse Reelin, in just a second. Jesse, are you following my page too, by the way? And thanks for popping in. Normal is an imaginary behavior now, says Christopher. Yes, it is. All right, so that's the fire danger index. Bay Hill, day 2. Looking like this. There you go. right there, 64, 81, and 89. Barbara Gill, you are most welcome. Hello, Dallas from Robert DeBrucky. So there's round 2. And on Friday's going to be the hottest day. There it is. You can see temperatures in the upper 80s in every location, breaking and or tying record highs. And then also on Friday, by the way, check this out. We have first day of bike week forecasts. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate the kind words of enthusiasm on your part towards my wardrobe. 9 a.m. 72, noon 83, 4 o'clock hot and windy, coming in at 86 degrees. All right, to the weekend, shall we? Here we go. As you can see, we have showers around. Cold front's going to be arriving. Now, here's the thing with that front. I am rocking a Great Farmers tennis. Well, yeah, it is definitely that time of the year. All right, so there's Saturday. And you can see there's your front. The Crookster's in the house. Thank you, Vincent. Vinny, what'd you get into today? There's your front. So it kind of slows down. It's nearby as we get you on into Sunday afternoon. So I think Volusia, Marion, and Flagler counties will be okay on Sunday. Just a little bit farther to the south, I think the rain can stick around for a little while longer, and that's not a bad thing. Excellent, yes. You know, we did it every day in parochial school, so I can do it in my sleep with my eyes shut. We need to wash the pollen out of the air, yes. And we're hoping that this front right here is going to help with that cost. So there's a look at the comparison between the Euro and the GFS. Euro is a little bit more aggressive with that rain. Here's what it's doing. As you can see, it's got a 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain. Walk DS, I don't insist I lose the talent. Brightzilla, there you go, Debbie, love that. I sent you another question earlier. Let me know what you think. Will do, Melissa. David, again, is missing Aruba. He needs to head back to the ABC Islands. The GFS model, by the way, about a 1/10 of an inch of rain. Not a whole lot, but we're hoping that we're going to get more. Now, Bay Hill, this weekend, showers around, windy on Saturday. Could be a few isolated showers on Sunday, depending upon exactly where this front slows down and or backs up on Sunday. Just keep checking back in for updates on that. All right. Monster Jam. Here we go. Saturday, pit party is at 2:30, coming in at 87. A few showers will be arriving into the afternoon and the evening. Not a significant rain, but look, any rain we can get to help out with the pollen and the dry soils, we will take. 56 Grant Seafood Festival, Saturday morning 72, Saturday afternoon 85, Sunday coming in at 78. Denellen always seems to get cheated out of the rain, says Terry. One of my patients was saying about fire. Yes. Yep. 98 was bad. 2010 was bad too. There's been a couple bad fire seasons for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. I'm going to... Mary Rich is going to Monster Jam. Loving that. Who are you taking, Mary? There is a launch, Dave, because I guess you missed the beginning of the broadcast here. There is a launch just after midnight, 12:34, tomorrow morning, or overnight tonight, depending upon how you look at it. Please, showers, allergies are horrible, says Laura Lee Wright. Cheryl Negrati, excellent. Good to have you in here there, young lady. Always appreciate you popping on in. The path, the trajectory of tonight's or tomorrow morning's flight looks like that. And with that big storm out there, we're going to have to watch any possible impact from that on the overall mission, because as we take a look at that first stage booster, it lands on the Just Read the Instructions ship, and then the ascent path goes like that. So weather's important for the flight aboard. That's one of the things we're going to be watching. Sherry Cartagine, Robert Eric is at launch. Yeah, he's at the launch tonight. He'll be there. I'll be here. Hansonator is also in the house. Let's cool it down, Tony. John, I hear you, big dog. I hear you. All right, let's go to the national perspective here. Well, there you have it. Teens and 20s up north. Plenty of heat in South Texas. Warm in Atlanta. Cooler in New England tonight. As far as that snow is concerned, you can see plenty of snow out west, plenty of snow up north, and plenty of snow in New England. Diane Radnor, Nathaniel Story, Michelle Chardy. Great group in here tonight. Love it. All right, so here's the dealio. We take off all these weather players here. And you're going to see the biggie here is this storm system. Right there. 22 below for Yakut, says Chris. 21 below, says Debbie. March is coming in like a lion for Arkansas, Tennessee, Jackson, Mississippi, and boy, I tell you what, it is going to get bumpy when this next fella starts chugging across. There's going to be some significant severe weather in that corridor over the next couple of days. And that's one of the things that we're going to have to watch very, very carefully. So let's zoom it in. Got a couple of severe storms here through Arkansas, Mississippi, almost northwestern Alabama, on into Tennessee, Kentucky getting in on some of that action. Yeah, Bev, I'm sure. There's your next weather maker. Look at that. Woo! You got snow in the higher terrain in Mexico tonight. Look at that. Testament just how chilly the air is. East of San Diego. Look at that. Big old Pine Valley getting in on that snow right now. Look at the mountains of New Mexico. Oof. Flagstaff getting crushed along 40 tonight. That's all going to pull out to New Mexico, Colorado the next couple of days. Lexington, Kentucky. We'll get into some showers and storms tonight. Yep. Sherry Cartashini. Sherry Cartashini. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. Sherry Cartashini. Maricel Cortez has popped in. Love that, Marcel. Marcel, how are you? David Rudzik, hello, good evening to you, sir. Drove my Model Y. Yes, you did. It's snowing that ice. Gotta watch that. I don't think you hit that though, which was good for you in your car. You don't want salt on your new Tessie. Granny Reese. Carlsbad, New Mexico. Yes. Westchester County. When will that big storm be out of that general area? Melissa Oster, I thought I sent you a message. It's going to be there on Friday. I think that's when you said you were headed north. So you're going to need to keep a close eye on that weather. A little bit of rain just on Saturday, maybe again on Sunday, depending upon what this front does. 14 below in Point Barrow, 35 degrees below zero in Baker Lake, 26 below Iqaluit, 29 below in Fort Ross. The Nain Airport's at 4 below, Chicago 51. Sioux Falls is at 18. Boston's at 37. Monterrey, Mexico, a blistering 93 degrees. Nassau in the Bahamas coming in at 70. Cancun 79. Belize City 81. Linda, appreciate you as well. Thank you for always popping in and saying hi. Kingston 81, Caracas 81, La Paz, Bolivia 48, Punta Arenas 43, Buenos Aires 84, Cape Town coming in at 64. We got Niamey 82, Luanda 79, Harare 63, Cairo, Egypt 68, Rabat, Morocco 54, Paris is at 30, Oslo and Berlin 32 and 28, Moscow coming in at 23. I saw that, Chris. Surgut 25, Bishkek at 34, Bratsk is at 30, Yakutsk is minus 38 degrees, 38 degrees below zero right now in Yakutsk. Hong Kong is at 70, 108 degrees warmer than Yakutsk. William Chamberlain is back in Florida. For how long? Well, Robert, you are too kind to us. Appreciate that. Tokyo 61, Manila 82, Makassar 81, Broome, Australia coming in at 90, Perth is at 88, Adelaide coming in at 68, Brisbane 79, Christchurch, New Zealand warm tonight. What's the weather in Queens, New York, South Ozone Park, Richmond Hill area? I think it was a little chilly, but not as cold as the other day. Let me do this. Queens. All right, so tonight 41, little patchy drizzle. Thursday, a little bit of rain, 55. Partly cloudy, colder Thursday night at 33. 44 Friday, 46 with rain on Saturday, 48 and mostly sunny on Sunday for that neck of the woods. Melissa, it is always a mystery. Well said. All right, so to recap here real quickly, again, we have what is going to be a very significant severe weather outbreak over the next couple days, already starting tonight in Arkansas. But that next piece of energy near LA is going to come out and be even worse as we get you into Thursday and Friday. That storm system will bring us a little bit of rain and slightly cooler temperatures as we get you into Sunday and Monday. We have a tornado watch there in Arkansas. Severe weather ongoing. The orange is the attributes we look for: twisting and turning to create tornadoes. So there you go. And right on cue, some of that is developing in that zone right now. For us, we are quiet and will remain so through most of the weekend. But as we go through Friday, strong southwesterly winds, likely looking at record high temperatures. But as we head into the weekend, that front will move into central Florida, bring us some rain, and not looking at severe weather, and slightly cooler. We're going to go from the upper 80s to the upper 70s and low 80s. So there you go. Minus 38, Chris, in Yakutsk. Minus 38. So there you go. That's the forecast there. Rainfall amounts for now, not overly impressive. 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain by most of the models. So there you go. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here with a look at your 7-day forecast. 88, 89, then 87 on Saturday. Showers Sunday, Monday. Could still have a chance for a few sprinkles. I live in Florida. Thank you, Will. Just making sure things didn't change on me. I want to get a yuck. That's too funny. All right, so there you go. There's your 7-day forecast. I'm going to let you guys get back to what you like to do. I'll be right back here again tomorrow on Facebook Live at 8, and right back here tonight at 10 on the CW18, and again at 11 on West 2 News. And then we have the rocket launch coming up tonight around 12:34, if all goes as planned. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Enjoy the warm weather, and have a great night.